start to straight over here and all over. And the powder good. That's why I don't want no man to come over here for a root. Nothing hot can go in that, you know. Nobody gonna tell man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and greetings from beautiful, beautiful Barbados. What an amazing morning. Beaches are a little bit sort of like under the influence of sargassum. However, we're still at a gorgeous beach this morning, and I hope you've enjoyed some of the serenity and peace that you've experienced while watching the sunrise. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here on the rock. Even more beautiful, of course, I have to add myself in here. So good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful Barbados. Yes, I have a little bit of a croak here still going on. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I'm feeling good, I'm feeling fine, and I'm ready to have a beautiful day with you all and enjoy something that we like to do on a Saturday especially, is talk a whole set of nonsense and do absolutely nothing and go absolutely nowhere for no purpose whatsoever except for spending love and care and kindness on each other and enjoying the morning's awakening in the beautiful island of Barbados. For those of you that are not here, it's going to be a beautiful day. From what I can see here, a lot of moisture clouds because it's a little cooler this morning. Now the sun's beginning to come up. We have a few clouds, I'm sure. We do have some patches moving in, but don't know if it's going to be too much cloud today. I think today is a perfect day for tanning. Just like I mentioned in our preamble, just be wary. If you're by yourself, set an alarm. Just be on the safe side, because I've seen some people drop sleep here and then ruin their entire vacation. So if you are new to tanning and you're new to the island, just use an alarm if you have no one around you, you know, because you can drift off quite easily here. You can imagine how beautiful and peaceful this is. Right now we're having a wind coming off of the south-southeast. It is fresh. It is absolutely pure. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. There's a hint of cool that's coming in with it as well. Feels more like a kind of November kind of morning. That is a great relief for us here. However, inland where they're not feeling this actual wind coming off of the sea itself, BC hot day. And those for you on the east coast and the northeast side of the island, you're in for a scorcher, so get ready for it. Anyhow, here we go, back a little bit on the second-hand scenery, because we're going to leave the main scenery now. Good morning to all of you all. And this morning, I decided to come close to home. You may have noticed that if you watch for the hints, we're marching to the beach. Well, we're just below the actual drill hall area. Talk a little bit more, very little about that today, but I just want to share with you something that we all understand and appreciate the representation of what these three letters and this heart symbolize. And that is what we are all about. Every one of us are about exactly that. Is love, care, kindness, and of course we're the early morning crew, because when better to start your day with peace and serenity than early on a morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here. It is not quite sunrise yet, but what a stunning sky. I'm not sure the resolution what you're picking up, but I'm picking up some lovely oranges and stuff. It is just an amazing morning. Stunning view for me, for sure. I noticed what this morning is going to touch the hearts of many of you, because a lot of you stay in this general area, Sugar Bay, the Hilton, etc. So a lot of you are familiar with the Hastings scenery. So this morning we'll be pulling a little bit on your heartstrings, but we're going to bring you a little bit of joy and stuff to keep you cheerful and happy. Before we go any further, I think what we can do is take in a piece of sunrise, a piece of our EMC sign, and we're going to say our Serenity prayer together at this very location. Those of you who'd like to join me, please do so now. All others will be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. That's called breathtaking, beautiful scenery. All right, we have some changes that have happened here in Hilton Beach since we were last down here. I heard about them a few weeks ago. I saw things being happening, but I wasn't sure of the end results. But I'll share that with you in a couple of moments' time. I saw someone just saying they couldn't spend a long time on here, so they want us to hurry up and take a sea bath quick. So when I hear that, this is what I tend to do. Let me show you the footsteps. So, as you can see, I really didn't listen to you too much, and I hope you enjoyed that. You had a little spin around there as well too just now, so if you feel a little dizzy, hold tight. We'll be back with you in a couple of moments' time. But baby steps all the way. I'm actually going to put on a little bit more of the Olympic style mellow walking. Mellow walking means that we'll be able to keep it in focus, and we're not going to lose the focus as we drift and go across here like a bullet. For those of you that do not know where we are still, this is Barbados Hilton, Hilton Barbados. I call it any way I want to call it. So you can object or whatever. Remember again, you can't threaten me with strikes. You can't threaten me with board meetings, because I am the man that has the only existing veto. So any strikes you give me are, oh my gosh, let me stop for a second. Enjoy this. 20 seconds of this photo op. Here we go. Now, if that 20 seconds made you miss your swim, I am real sorry for you. So, you can fight with the 100,000 people that will be on this vlog at some stage of the game. Notice I do not like to exaggerate, so I use 100,000 as being sort of like a little bit of a realistic number. One day, people, we shall spread worldwide, and we shall help millions, not hundreds. Millions. I know that's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. It will be a journey that we're on. It's a journey to bring peace and happiness to everyone that we can possibly touch in this world. Something that we all need so desperately right now. Beautiful layout here. All these beach chairs have been down all night. That's pretty obvious. Nothing is being moved around out here. You can see, but it is absolutely stunning. The winds have been really light. The cushions have been left on as well. No blowing of cushions out here for sure. Extremely light wind conditions. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. If you have not been to Hilton before, Hilton offers 2 swimming options, and I'm going to please someone now, hopefully. Actually, I'm going to tease a lot of you all, but please someone. So let's do that right now. Just by Needham's Fort, Needham's Point, at least I should say. This is a beautiful, beautiful location here. Anybody that remembers the Needham Point discotheque or Needham's Disco will remember how amazing up there was. It is absolutely gorgeous in this section here. Now, it's hard to think that back in 2020, 19 into 20, we had 12 to 15 of the luxury cruise liners just berthed off of here, or moored off of here in this bay. This island was chosen because of our understanding and our extension of hospitality and kindness and care for the human being. This island was chosen as the main jumping point to get people back home, and also to leave their vessels, because the waters are known to be extremely safe. So you can appreciate that what out here must have looked like. I know for sure what it was like, because I used to come down here. I used to work in the industry, so I used to move those same said people that we are referring to. I also worked with those ships as well, but down here was a spectacle for months and months and months. We had ships that were just stationed off of here in Carlisle Bay. I remember when they first moved, it was like, what is going on? Everything looked so strange, because we were back to the usual, which was nothing, because they had no pleasure yachts. They were cruising through the Atlantic at that stage of the game either. So there were very, very few vessels that were in the Carlisle Bay after those big cruise ships moved. A very harsh change to the visions. All right, we can do a little 360 here, a little 360 spin water-wise for you, so you can enjoy this morning. I'm going to do this in silence, which I really don't feel like doing, because I haven't talked enough for the morning, but I know already I'm being monitored, so here we go. This point here represents the southwestern tip of Barbados. So when you go around here, a lot of people refer to it as the west coast when you get to like Pebbles and Carlisle Bay. It's still not the west coast, but a lot of people tend to refer to it as that. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. Well, I can tell you, hold on a minute, let me see if I can wet my lips a little bit for this. Hold on. Hold on, here we go. Let's see if we can get this done. You can imagine, I went and employed a landscaping team. Now this is under our own landscaping team. We're called the Anti-Cigarette Debushers. And I told my fellas yesterday, listen, I'm going to be walking down by the Hilton tomorrow. I want you to cut down every cigarette tree you can find. Lo and behold, I come around in the morning, this morning, and find it beautifully trimmed. Everything is trimmed. I don't know how Bajans can confuse cut down with trim. So I am not the happiest person right now. But you know me already. I said my Serenity prayer, I have no control over that. I got to go home and get my own chainsaw today and come down here and get rid of these bush. I have a few trees out here, but majority of them are cigarette bush. So we're going to get rid of them later on today. But I am not the happiest of campers, so you can understand if I seem a little upset this morning and I see somebody have a cruel sign going up there. I agree, I am cruel too. I am real cruel with them, and I can understand why you put up that emoji, because I'd be vexed if I was hearing this conversation as well. So here we go. I can put a meaning to anything that I want, and no one can come here and say anything that will contradict that. Well, I guess they could, but I don't see anybody around here at this present time, so I'm gonna go that angry emoji was because you're angry as well with my team. But I'll talk to them later on. Don't worry, I'll have some words with them. I will explain to them the difference between cut down and trim. I will also explain the difference between trees and bush, because if I go and tell them, go and cut your cigarette trees, next minute the almond trees cut down or something, because nobody refers to those things as trees. They're a bundle of bush. Anyhow, here we go again. Beautiful, beautiful beach. Now obviously it's not the original hotel. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is 350 rooms. It's beautiful, absolutely perfectly laid out. All the rooms are structured that you have an ocean view, whether it's this side or whether it's looking into Carlisle Bay. Absolutely lovely. Now when this first went up, it still does look a little boxy, but now that all of the landscaping is starting to mature and everything around it is looking beautiful and lush and green, it's actually quite an attractive hotel. What I like about it, although it's really tall, it's very, very long. So it's sort of like a little bit more soothing on the eyes than if this was just like one of these blocks here way up in the air, or another few stories on top of that for sure. All right, we're going to walk our way back here so I can show you some of the changes that are happening here. We're actually going to take the walk itself. Well, that depends. Security may not know me. I hope the billionaire is on board. Mr. Giddens, please get out your lawyers, talk to them, let them know they may be on call. We're going to see what we can do now. So here we go. Mr. Ray Cope, I'm going to blame this on you. So you know how it is. Anytime we get in trouble and nosy, it's your fault. If we get it, if it's enjoyed and we get no trouble, well, it's my reason, my doing. Hilton Hotel, you're saying hello to the world, sir. You're good? I come over and speak to you real quick. I want you to say hi to everyone. So you see, this is the security gentleman that's not going to lock me up, because he heard me talking about the billionaire with his law firm just now. So good morning to you, man. How are you going, man? I'm not coming closer. All right, I just want you to say hi to our friends. We're about 49 on board, but we'll have over 1,000 viewing this later today. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right. You have a good memory?
Yeah.
All right, I don't have a card I can give you right now. My name is Nicholas Deane, D-E-A-N-E, like the horse trainers, that last name. Please have a look up and see what we do. We're the EMC crew. We're about bringing peace and happiness and joy and love to everyone. That's how we start every morning. Have a blessed day, all right, my man? Your name is?
McKelly Boys.
McKelly Boys?
Yes.
All right, I look for a friend request from you, because I got a map and stuff I'd like to send to you, okay? Awesome, man. Thanks again, man. I'm just going to do a little walk through this facility here. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Cool. All right, so, Mr. Giddens, you can put your big wallet back down. You can call your lawyers and tell them just to go on standby. I wouldn't say to terminate the call. I would say go on standby, because we're going to do a little walk through of La Cabana South. New addition here to the Hilton Beach. We saw some work being going on. Morning, gentlemen. Saw some work being going on and some plants being done and some boulders blocking off certain areas and stuff. We actually talked about it. We're going to walk through the arch that sort of like comes synonymous with this establishment and work our way through here along the mat itself. Security don't seem to have any issues with us doing this morning, but as you can see, it's going to be beautifully landscaped. Absolutely lovely. And this sign This represents what we do. We enjoy the moment. We're not living for tomorrow. We're not living for yesterday. We're living for right now. So, brilliant sign to bring on to EMC. I think they actually have stages for us. That looks that way to me. And I'm going to continue saying that because I believe it is so. But you can see how beautiful it's going to be. When these grass, ornamental grass comes up and stuff, it's going to be absolutely beautiful out here. Palms, gorgeous. Let me not talk anymore about these coconut trees. I'll leave that alone right now because they're not going to stay around too long. Not that I'm saying I'm going to cut them down. I'm just saying they're not going to be around too long. Alright, as the other establishment on the west side of Bats Rock, hammocks everywhere, comfortable seating areas, just beautiful, real beach style. It's really, really lovely. I must say, this is actually enhanced the front of the Hilton because this area before wasn't being utilized really, and it just looked like a front of a hotel. Now it looks absolutely stunning. I love their big deck chairs that they have out here. You would know about these here. These are almost like beds, and they also have numerous hammocks that are strung up between the trees as well, and they also have a beautiful gazebo area there. I mean, this is, I'm going to do a 360 here so you can feel and enjoy and appreciate how lovely here is going to be, especially on a night. Daytime would be beautiful, of course, but nighttime, oh gosh, out here is going to be absolutely stunning. So we're going to start at the bar and we get end at the bar. Hey, that sounds familiar to my old life. Anyhow, here we go. Now, I'm not sure how many of you picked up on the peace, on the serenity, and the actual atmosphere that here is created. Because if I had done this 360 here, say 4 months ago, 3-4 months ago before this was established, you would have saw a beautiful hotel, yes, and you would have seen the surroundings, but you wouldn't have had the feel of comfort and warmth. Well, I had a feeling of comfort and warmth just now when I did that spin. Remember, this is not an advertisement. We do not have paid advertisements on the EMC. What we do is we bring you things that excite us, things that we think you should be aware of, and things that you should see. Our main aim is to bring the best of Barbados for you, so that when you come back to Barbados, you will find more things than you've ever experienced before. And if you thought that it was a little bit tired, you will now see that Barbados is way, way more than tired, and maybe you should just have a little look around again. All right, all the lovely signs, these are all obviously representing our family. We love you. I mean, they're the things that we say every day of life. I'm going to see what's on the other side just because I'm interested. Relax. Cheese on, everything. They've done it for us. Thank you so much for putting out all of our decals for us this morning. It's beautiful. Don't worry, we're going back down to the sea. I'm just taking you around a little bit more so you can see what out here looks like. Words like cool come to mind. I mean, it is absolutely lovely. To me, much nicer than the one on the west coast. That's just my opinion. It's on a bigger beach, obviously, so you don't have any fear of the high tide coming up and washing away the beach facility or anything like that, or any of the chairs that are there. You're way set back in. It is a lovely area. There's cool shade all around where hammocks are laid. It is absolutely beautiful, just beautiful. And behind, as you can see, those bushes, they're nice hedges when they're trimmed as well. I would send my crew down here and give them a little assistance because they could use a little touch up for sure. And for Weisaw further up, my crew, like, they think that is the right thing to do. Anyhow, beautiful. So it goes right out to the boulders. There's a welcome sign out by where the beautiful, clean and pristine war wagon is. Lovely, absolutely lovely. A whole area that was really not doing much has been transformed into this beautiful, beautiful facility. All right, we're going to walk towards the beach again because we have somewhere else we can swim again. And it's Docile Saturday. Can't come to a beach on Docile Saturday and swim once. All right, what we're gonna do is though, I'm gonna put ourselves here for a second. I'm gonna put on the gimbal and I'm gonna sit down. Let me show you where I'm gonna be so I can tease you and you can just visualize what's going on. That's where I'm gonna be. And I'm gonna station the gimbal so that you will be able to understand, appreciate what we're seeing. Remember, you could be in a hammock doing this as well too. And this is what you're gonna be sitting down looking at if you come down here and enjoy yourself. 20-second photo op. I know it's not the kind of scenery, but trust me, the peace and the wind that's blowing through here, you've got to be experiencing it. Here we go. And just so you can understand how the beach bum poses when he's in these positions. Classy. Alright, we're going to move on again now just to grab up our apparatus, which is our, of course, Skywater force field. And we're going to move on again. So I'm going to spin you around because it's not that I think that you are not absolutely falling in love with me and adoring this, but I also want to show you something else rather than me pick up a bike. So hold a sec for me. I may be croaky, but one thing for sure is I am full of life. I am so positive. I am so blessed to be alive this morning. I am so blessed to have friends and family like you that I can bring here and show this absolutely stunning location. I see someone there saying you poser. You better believe it. I hardcore then, international poser, you know. I mean, you know how many international competitions I went in as Charles Atlas and how many movie screens I've been on as Brad Pitt. I have starred for them all the time, you know. I'm their backup star man. You know, and most of the time, the people on the cast say, listen, why don't you just continue the whole movie instead of them? But, you know, you got to give way sometimes. You can't be the star all the time. Beautiful sunrise sceneries. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I see comments here about the funniest thing you ever heard. This is delayed. Were you talking about how the great bush can actually look good when they're trimmed? I'm not too sure. But remember, all of this here is delayed, so I'm not sure what you're referring to when you said that just now. Alright, any of you that know the Hilton Beach will know there's a concrete jetty right under this sand here, right generally where we are. I can't say exactly where we are, but in this general location that is exposed most times of the year. However, as we continuously mention while we're on our vlogs, it's not really idle talk. Summer is building time for the beaches on the south coast. So this beach is at some of its best condition right now. It will get even better coming into October and November because unless we get a big storm system that passes here, they're all building months again too. So it should be absolutely stunning. But that, as you can see, the little pier that they have here, concrete pier, is covered completely. That will give you an indication of how large the beach is. What I did notice when we were walking up with the armored rocks, get the word again, armored rocks, I'm using that consistently now. There's a lot of settlement of soft sand just on the inside, the land side of the rocks, which indicate that high tide, you see, is actually coming quite far. And you can see from the bank in here as well, where it's actually being tapered off with the sand, that the high tide is considerably higher. We're just between mid and high tide right now. Gee, that's perfect. So 3/4 tide, you know me, I like my percentages, 75% tide full. Yeah, that's what we're at the moment. Now, I'm going to be really careful here because I think everyone that comes to Hilton knows that you can get a surprise freak swell that will pop through into this little horseshoe cove. It is a really popular cove for people who like to thrill seek with like just body surfing mainly. Find a couple of bodyboarders here, but you won't find surfers because it closes out and it's quite a short ride, but it gets really, really big. I've been here and surfed maybe 10 yards outside these armored rocks into the inside section here. But we are going to be able to get out far enough so we can give you a little 360 here and also tease you again, me in the water and you're not. Oh, jeez. No, don't think everything is about teasing. And remember, when I show myself, it is called camera time. Rehearse that. Camera time. One more time, camera time. Now, erase this from your vocabulary when you're talking about the Beijing Warrior. Show off. Show off. Show off. Okay, they should be all gone now. From now on, we know what we're supposed to be saying. Here we go, 360. I can't remember which way we have turned, so we're going to do this time one way. If you get dizzy, hold on to a chair, hold on to a friend, fall down, but be careful when you're doing it because you're not Olympically trained like me. And then get back up and let's go again. So we're gonna start our spin right here with a little bit of silence as well. Alright, I see you got a lot of opposition here to our class this morning. I can't help if I can't educate everyone. I can only try. You know, I of course I'm an Olympically trained teacher, but I can't really you know, help everyone in this world. But I can try and get the 99.99% that understand what I'm saying. So anyone that has just written up a comment there about how it doesn't work, you are the 0.0000001%. Alright, so you asked for it, you got it again. Camera time one more time. Alright, so we're going to make our way back in. Getting a little bit rough out here. This is my brother-in-law's favorite beach to come to when he's in Barbados because he likes to get bombed here. He's like 6'3" or 6'4", maybe 230 pounds of nothing but lean, mean machine. He's like maybe a couple of inches bigger than me in most areas of height and size and massiveness. But he knows not to mess with me because I'm the Bajan warrior. Everybody knows that you don't mess with the Bajan warrior because he's too peaceful and loving. And you may come and enter a situation with me where you want to get confront me on, and in no time you fall in love with me. So, that's the magic and the gifts that God has given me. So anyhow, we're gonna go again and face the other way. Sorry, I know you want to see more of me, but there is that one person that said they didn't want to, that I want to talk, so like please as well. I'm trying my best. So here we go. Alright, so we really walked nowhere. We really done nothing. We have certainly talked a whole set of nonsense. And we're going to continue this walk. But we haven't finished yet. I have not finished with you all. I have a person on here that I want to tease completely. Because today he celebrates, as far as I remember the count how it goes, 99 days till he's back here again. And walking with me, of course. And of course I'm talking about our head chef, my brother, Steve. So we're going to tease you a little bit more this morning. Remember, any of you all out people are getting teased today, blame it on Steve. It's because of him that we're doing this walk. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful natural surroundings here. All the crabgrass, it's just absolutely lovely. But lots of birds in there as well too. So unless you have a hard foot like our surfologist, hydrocologist, who can walk over stones and fire coral with no fear, I would recommend you want a pair of beach shoes when you're taking strolls in this general area, because these birds can come off, and trust me, they sting when you get stuck with them for sure. This is one of those bushes that we referred to just now. We're not going to call it by name today, except for just let you know bush. I think by now you would know what I'm talking about. This is one of the things here that bear some absolutely beautiful, beautiful fruit, but things that you don't want to touch. So we're not saying any more about it. I do not want to mention his sea grape this morning, so I'm going to stay away from that. Just lovely surroundings. Look at the amount of sargassum on this section here though. Lots of it. Now for all of those people on the west coast that like to say Westies and West is best, I see somebody on here, a troublemaker. Now I'm not sure if she has regained her composure yet, because yesterday it was really quiet. I noticed that we had the one that's the right now front runner. Didn't make it yesterday morning, and also I noticed that I'm not going to call any names here. A person that's very much on the edge was very quiet yesterday morning. Switch Mary, well, she took a vacation to try and get away from the strikes. She didn't want to go to England. Her real reason to go into England is that she knows where she was going. The data is too expensive, and therefore there was no risk of her catching one of my strikes. But Mary, you don't worry. Everyone can tell you, I don't need to have any reason to give you a strike. I can wake up this morning and say, Mary deserves a strike. I am the person who is the judge. I am the jury. I am the sentencer, I am the person called the appeals commission, I am everything. So it makes no sense in complaining, because I am going to give you a strike, you got it. I think by now the RC Great Police would know that, because she tried an appeal, it was squashed. She even went to the entire board said they were going to resign if it wasn't turned over, and it was not turned over. And guess what? Bare mouth, all of them in the same place, holding the same chairs, sitting back smiling and drinking my coffee. Anyhow, don't mind that. This area, the only things that have changed here, I would say, is the beach has got quite a bit wider. Over time, that is, because it depends on the time of year, because where the sargassum is right now, at certain times, like around March and stuff, that's no beach here. The actual sea comes right up to where you're seeing the grass here on the beach itself. This would be a big drop off, 6 to 8 feet, sometimes 10 feet in this general area. However, it is building time, but we also have some sargassum, but we're looking beyond that, because you know why? It's a part of nature. It's just what happens. We've come to expect there is a sargassum season. It comes and it goes. But one thing for sure, no matter how much sargassum comes in, the beauty of Barbados cannot be dimmed, because it doesn't only come from scenery. It comes from the peace and the serenity and the love and the laid back, relaxed atmosphere that the island is known for. Just beautiful. Now, no swimming ready here. There is a little trench that forms along the water's edge here from the little shore break and the sucking back, similar to the west coast, like a little drop off. You can actually swim between the reef, which is mostly covered by sand now, and the actual beach itself. So you can dip there. I mean, if you want to swim over the reef and go out, that's fine. Low tide, very difficult to do that. But if you have kids and stuff, it's a good little spot here. Just keep an eye on them, because there is a current. But this is a nice little trough area here that they can just like cruise up and down along the sand area. It's beautiful. I mentioned before about the beach being much bigger. I don't know how many of you have been down here recently, but you can comfortably drive around a wall down here by the tennis courts, just approximately in the area of the center of the screen now. Years gone by when I first started to surf and started to come down in these areas a lot, you couldn't come around there unless you had a 4x4 vehicle, because that sand used to always move because the high tides are actually coming that far up. However, now it's so compacted from all the driving, and because the sand is not going back, or the sand is not shifting from up in there, it's becoming like sort of like an off-road road. You can drive through there in any kind of car now, quite comfortably so. Beautiful sheltered areas all out here. Absolutely stunning location for picnics. Just great. This is the venue of our usual Old Year's night, New Year's Eve parties, beach parties here, and I would say Pebbles area along Bay Street, along Carlisle Bay, is when everyone assembles for Old Year's night. The ones that are not going out in their three-piece best suits and stuff, or their beautiful gowns, they will come down here, have their bonfires, have little beach picnics. It will start around 10 p.m. and go right through, and then we watch the fireworks display from Sugar Bay Hotel and from the Hilton. So you're sitting right between two of the best fireworks displays on the island. So very, very popular spots. If you are here for that Old Year's night, New Year's Eve, and you don't feel like dressing up and paying $10,000 for somewhere you would normally pay $20 to go in, this is the place to come. But remember, from 10 o'clock on, this looks like a massive parking area. This goes in the blink of an eye. By 11:30, you will not find a park down here. You will park up by the Garrison Savannah and have to walk down the hill. So you will find a lot of people coming here very early, as we do, around 9 o'clock, put down our long chairs. You know me, I always gotta look as though I'm at a beach party. So big umbrella, long chair, towels, and I'm ready to go with my cooler. Beautiful, beautiful Brandens or Drill Hall Beach. Very, very popular surf beach. This is one of the best lefts on the island for sure. This is what I would have to say holds one of the biggest swells on the south coast for sure. Definitely as big as any on the west, except for unless you're talking about Duppies, etc. This place here gets massive. This is the sort of Duppies, the grandfather break to Duppies on the south coast, or like Parla on High Rock on the east coast. This gets bigger and bigger, and the bigger it gets, the further up and the further out it breaks, and the longer and better the waves become. Out here is the permanent, well not permanent, I would say semi-permanent lining spot, a hangout area for a lot of people who are surfers, who are not currently employed. You'll find them coming down here. You also have a lot of surfing schools that utilize down here as well. Hence you see all of the logs that are laid out like benches. All of them have been graffitied with names synonymous with surfing in Barbados, and for surfers who have come and gone before us. It is just beautiful. I'm going to take you up in this section here just for a couple of seconds. I'm going to give you a silent 180 from a seated position and let you see what these guys experience so you can understand and appreciate how amazing down here is, day or night time. I hope these guys are all licensed for that because it's on film now. You're not supposed to burn anything in Barbados on the beach unless you have special permission. So I hope I'm not putting anybody in trouble this morning. But all I'm doing is bringing Barbados. So here we go. This is going to be a 180. It's going to be done in silence. It's going to be done extremely slowly. Enjoy. And it won't be fair without giving you the other 180 in silence. Stunning. All of this shade here is mainly coming from the almond trees. They're all here now. When I started to surf, there were no trees here whatsoever from where you're seeing in this section. This casuarina tree here that you're seeing in the center of the screen, this far back, was actually where you would have maybe 20 feet of sand in front of that, and that would have been at the high tide range. And you used to drive right out there or sit right there in that general area as well. There were no poles up. So all of this here is newly formed beach in this section compared to when I was first introduced to this beach, and that wasn't that long ago. Everybody, you have to remember, get out your calculators. I'm 51, so you would understand and appreciate it. Now I keep telling you all already, there's no reason to lie about your age. You should feel proud about your age, so I'm proud to say I'm 51. Beautiful. We're not going to go too much further, so it looks as though the chef may have got off of his intense teasing, but I know he walks this section here numerous times, so I know for sure that he would have been touched this morning and his heartstrings would definitely have been tugged, but he knows it's done through love and care, intention and kindness. No other reason, no malice in this whatsoever. Just a lot of teasing too. I gotta add that part. I don't want to not tell you about that part, because the next thing somebody can say, man, Nicholas, all you're doing is teasing. I saw someone say it was a short week, but I saw a lot of beauty and stuff. But of course you saw a lot of beauty because you know why? I gave you all enough camera time, so that is why. We've had a lovely week so far. I have had an amazing time with you all. I'll tell you, the love and care and kindness, genuine. I'm talking about genuine now, not talking about people that are saying, I hope you're feeling better. I'm talking about people that genuinely want you to feel better and really, really love you. And I'm feeling that every day. So I get a little emotional. I'm not gonna cry because key men don't cry, but I can feel the tears inside because I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. You all are a vital part to this journey for me. I couldn't walk this journey alone. This journey is way too intense and it requires way too much love and care and kindness for me to bring by myself. So you all are critical to the journey, critical to my life, critical to the world, because you're carrying peace out every day, bringing it to people that are all around you that are seeing nothing but hard times and darkness. A majority of them that you will pass and that you will speak to and say hi and just give them a little bit of comfort, you will see them smile and light up. You saw the security guy just now. You know what I mean? He was friendly from the time he went there, but you know, from the time we started to talk to him, you could actually see that he was really enjoying it and feeling what we're talking about. You know, it happens all around every day. So that is what I want to thank you for. And I'm not gonna tear up. Come on, I'm He-Man. I'm an Olympian, you know. Olympians don't cry. Well, not in front of cameras for sure. So Let's switch back over and show you some other stuff that's been going on up here. It is absolutely lovely. So let's turn around again for you. No, not that you weren't looking at something that's absolutely lovely. Come on, we know that already, but you can't stay on me the whole day. So here we go. Absolutely beautiful up here. Forget the sargassum. If you had forgotten that already and I've just said it and remind you of it, forget it again. That's all I can say. But lovely. The whole front of this hotel is opened up beautifully. You know, all of the walls are being dropped in the front section. All of these tree areas are really well kept now. The shade, as I said before, is mainly from the almond tree. So out here it gets really, really leafy when these start to fall, extremely leafy. But the shade that they provide and the comfort that they provide out here are just incredible, and they stand up to these conditions exceptionally well. You can see up by Sugar, there's lots of Sugar Bay, there's lots of sargassum up there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into our last swim, our last dip I should say, and this is in a little pool that can be found right here just to the east of the groin that's being laid out here. There's a lot of sand in here at the moment because it's building, it's in summer. However, sometimes you find a very little defined little pool here you can come and cool down in if that is what you desire. And that's what I desire now. You know why I desire that? Because I want to tease you all even more. You've had two sea bass, but number 3 is the one that will really work, I hope. The glare reflections off the clouds, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Conditions today, sky conditions, beautiful. I love clouds like this. I keep saying that. You're almost sick of hearing me saying that, but I love this type of cloud formation because it allows us to look right around into the sun areas, and we can get all the little, what I like to call powder puff, and some people call the cotton wool clouds. It is just stunning. So I'm going to submerge myself down, just so that I can actually, let's see if I can get it done. Oh boy, I noticed that. I think somebody obviously put the finger over that just now, so you hold tight. Aha, you got it now. So I can submerge myself. I'll tell you all, water, it's cool. It's not cold, it's cool. Definitely a lot cooler than the air right now. It feels that way. Not a lot, comfortably so. But beautiful, beautiful water conditions today. A little bit rough because, or choppy-ish, because there's a south breeze that's blowing. So again, a little bit more of a ripple than we would have had, say, yesterday when the wind was out in northwest, etc. But it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Barbados. Remember, folks, we are the privileged ones. Privileged because we can afford to have internet, to have mobile devices or computers, to have money that we can pay electricity, to come out and be able to see this stunning beauty on a morning, to call this place our home, to call this place paradise, and to call this place heaven. We are the privileged ones. So today, remember, when you go out, that there are a lot of people that don't have these privileges or are not blessed at this moment with what we are blessed with. So let's share that. You know, we do a 360 that we call the EMC 360, but our 360 is really the circle of love, and the circle of love should not be broken. You should complete it, and I'm going to do that right now for you. I'm going to complete a 360, and I'm going to end with a photo opportunity for you. And I hope you all have had a fantastic day. I hope that you will carry every little bit of love and kindness that each and you have exchanged with each other and shared amongst each other, even if it's with the same people. Continue the full circle. So let's start off. We're going to start looking at the Hilton's direction, and we're going to end there. We're going to do this in silence, so you should not hear from me again. But before I go, I want to thank everyone. First of all, everyone. But I do want to highlight those that have been here from the beginning, those that have started, and every morning they come on, dedicate themselves to this here, and they get the world from it, because they get healing, they get love, they get care, they get kindness. But monetary wise, this is done from their hearts. So thank you to the crew, which will be our care team, our Munch Kings, and our Hall of Famers. And as I said before, thank you to each and every one of you, those without any titles, that just come on here and share their love and kindness with all of us every day. Okay, so have a great day. I will be at the office tomorrow from 4 p.m. So if you want to hear my charming, relaxing, soothing, and operatic voice, please come and join me tomorrow. If you have steel tip shoes, I would advise you to put them on, because I haven't danced for a long time and I'm feeling the itch and the desire to dance. So if you're on a dance floor, you don't have to dance with me for me to crush your toes. Understand, as long as you're on the dance floor, your toes are vulnerable because of my amazing skills and spins. You might be in the way, and if you're in my way, I can knock you down or step on your foot. Have a great day. Love you all.